She's up in the air now, full stretch. If in doubt, you grind it out. So the ball joint's now been sliced off. It's literally hanging on by a thread. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video back on the Driven 24/7 Automotive YouTube channel. Now, excuse the fact that we've got like a brand new fridge freezer behind me. It's because my parents are currently in the middle of doing up their kitchen. Behind me here, to this side, however, we have my BMW. It is just on top of the ramp that my dad has got. So in a minute, the car will be going up in the world, literally on the ramp, and we're going to attempt to change both the front lower arms today in time for its MOT next week. A bit optimistic, a bit skeptical about its MOT next weekend, but hopefully if we can get these arms done, or the one that is particularly worse than the other, which I think probably would be an MOT failure, it'll be happy days. So it is actually currently raining, but only just a bit, so hopefully this will stop. And Dad's first job is obviously to take the wheel off, get the car in the air and see what's going on. So the car is in the air for its first time in our ownership. You can see the back box is going a little bit crusty. So here's the left hand lower arm. Obviously got this from my old car parts workplace. They gave me a bit of a deal too, so I thought this side is the particularly worst side. So obviously this is the side we're starting first. Do the other front one, which isn't as bad, but we might as well do them. But yeah, it is very noticeable knowing that this is bad, and this is why the car has been steering to the left, so it is not great to drive on. Here's the lower arm here. We got to take this bit out here, then this bit from here, and then this little bit here. I have been watching some YouTube videos. I did want to tackle it myself, but obviously this is steering related and I don't want to cable tie there. I've just dug this out. This was stuck in between, where was it? It was in between up here, under the bumper. This was like literally, I just pulled it out. There's a whole like tree under there.
Yeah, that.
Is it off? Well, that was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Let's spray some stuff on that. Watch out then.
So nothing causing any difficulty so far, but you have got your spray.
Loads of spray.
Is she a bit looser now?
Yep.
That's just banged over a hammer, just coming out.
Ring the gun on them, I reckon.
God, that was so quick. Oh, there she goes. Then it's just that middle bit there, isn't it now? This one here. It's the new lower arm. Got this jobby as well. Obviously these are just caps to protect us. These, which is quite cool. Brand new shiny arm. I don't know what Dad's undoing because it seems to be hidden, but something's happening. That won't just drop off of that bit now, will it?
No, because there's one not holding it on.
Oh yeah, over here. Then, come on. Come on. Come here then. You're dancing with life under there, boy. Bye. If in doubt, you grind it out. Access is proving quite difficult. Oh yeah, you proper cut that straight off. So the ball joint's now been sliced off. And what's next? This little one here that you can't really get to. I'll move out the way again. It's literally hanging on by a thread.
Can't stop the bloody thing spinning.
So that one was cut, that one was cut, and that one wasn't a problem at all. I've also just had to grind the ball joint out because it had a self-tapper taper thing on it, he said, so it's just, he couldn't, this kept spinning around and this kept spinning around, so yeah. If in doubt, grind it out. He's grinded out 3 things so far. Well, one bit's in, so that's looking promising. That middle bit's in at the moment, loosely. Oh, you got to loosen that to get him in. He's in. Well, it looks like putting it in's going to be a lot easier than taking the old one out. Doing that little weird thing. Right, so the arm is now back in place after Dad really had to thump it to get that little rubber thing all the way to the end of the arm. It's done now. Martin's dusting off my arches.
Look at this.
What's that? Another big bit of mud? Gross. She's up in the air now, full stretch. I just took the suspension arm off just to give more access to like the ball joint bit where you could tighten it, so that's quite a good idea. We're on the driver's side now, so this was advised by Jack who did my alloy wheels and tyres, that this wasn't as bad, but we might as well do the both since yeah, why not? Looks like we've got a new brake hose here as well. It's been fitted by someone else, a previous owner, so yeah. See if this one goes any better. See if any grinding has to take place this side, I think. What's that, taking off the hub again?
Yeah,
to make it easier. Already taken this bit off, haven't you?
Yeah.
This doobie, yeah. That's just removed the top nut from the ball joint. That was proving difficult on the other side, but still early days. And you can go back on or not?
Yeah, for now.
That was an absolute dream, wasn't it, Dad?
Compared to the tunnel.
No grinding needed at all.
How weird.
That was amazing. That was.
What would that be?
Isn't that good though? So the first one we did.
That?
Unless maybe it's because the first one was dodgy, Dad. What do you think?
Probably it's me who's dodgy, isn't it?
You was dodgy.
Yeah, but the
we'll
other
go
side
with
was the dodgy side, wasn't it?
Can you see him? I can't. Yeah.
Hang on, make sure that stays up.
How are you gonna close it?
I don't know. We'll worry about that in a minute. I don't want it coming down on me.
No, it's not going down. I got it. Oh, heavy little boomerangs these are.
Good enough.
What was that bit of wood you found earlier?
Oh, it was like under in between the bumper and like the
in
car.
there,
It's really
yeah.
weird. It's like a whole tree come out.
What, at your car?
Yeah, what? Yeah, it's just on the floor here. There it is. Look, this bit here, that bit of wood there, come out from in between my bumper and a bit of car, basically.
Oh, cute.
These little wheel bush things going in now. This one is just so quick again, because we accidentally did the really bad one first, and then we assumed this one would be dodgy, and it isn't. I'm glad we did change this one while we're here, if it's proving this easy, isn't it?
It's not too bad at all, is it?
No, this is a doddle. This side's so easy, it's mad. Save the best till last. Just tighten up this one here, but I can't see what he's doing, only he can see, so... Is it a thread lock?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Red
what?
stuff. You can see there's traces of it there.
Yeah,
look,
there
next
is,
thing.
yeah.
There's a bit of new stuff on it.
What should you do? Just put it in a
Locks
bit
it on,
more?
yeah. Stops it rattling loose.
She's going down. We're just saying about how amazing this ramp is, and Dad wouldn't have a chance, well, I would, but having to jack this up and it being on accident stands and Dad doing this job on the floor would just be a nightmare. This hydraulic ramp of his is just something he's always wanted, and it's money so well spent. I mean, this is just made, obviously the car being in the air, this made this car just so easier to work on, and this job's so much easier.
Yeah, it's an amazing bit of kit, isn't it?
Here she
Worth every
goes.
penny.
Going a bit quicker now. So at this point when Jack did the wheels and tyres, this was when Jack was talking them up and he suggested about the lower arms. Obviously one being worse than the other, but so far there doesn't seem to be much movement while Dad's talking them up now, so hopefully that means the job's been successful. Dad, how did you find that?
Amazable.
No, it wasn't.
It's alright, mate. It must be what he's doing.
Yeah, once we'd done the first one and struggled, Dad picked up tricks and tips to make the second one easier, but the second one was easier anyway for reasons unknown. Maybe this one was harder because it was more broken than the other one, maybe that's a factor. I don't know why they failed or this one failed, because Dad proper mashed up the old one by grinding it out, but yeah, both the front arms have now been replaced, and that took about 2 hours as well. So a big thanks to my dad once again for fitting me in and getting these lower arms done each side at the front before its MOT. Car may have failed its MOT on one of them, or they would at least both be an advisory. So the less reasons for this car to fail, obviously, the better. The arms are now done. I'm not a mechanic, but I've had a quick look at like the rubbers and the bushes, and I can't see anything like major. And when driving the car, I can't feel any issues. So she may surprise me, and as soon as I know the MOT results, obviously I'll update you. And if she fails, obviously I've got a Celica to drive around in until I find the funds to fix the BMW. If she passes, it'll be amazing because she's an old car. I bought this car knowing it had a short MOT, and it was a risk I decided to take. I'm definitely going to feel the difference now because obviously ever since I've had this car, it's always pulled to the left. And hopefully now I will literally feel the difference as soon as I take this car off my parents' driveway. The tracking and geo still need to be done, and we'll go back to Jack, who did the wheels and tyres. Like I said in the previous video, he was going to do the tracking all in one go, but because the arms needed doing, he didn't see the point in doing the tracking because the arms would push the tracking back out. So now the arms are done, we'll get the tracking done in a couple of weeks' time or so. But yeah, hopefully the car or those items now don't get picked up on the MOT at all. So a massive thanks to my dad once again for helping his daughter out when she gets stuck with owning an old 90s BMW that is a little bit broken. So obviously we fixed both the rear doors as well, because I would have thought that would fail on the MOT for health and safety reasons. If the back door's not open, it's not ideal. So obviously for the MOT, when I got this car, I knew that I wanted the rear doors both being able to open for the MOT, and obviously later on I've recently found out about the arms needed doing for the MOT. So yeah, hopefully the car's got more of a chance of being a bit more successful in the MOT now that both the arms have been done, and now we can open safely both the rear doors. Another Beamer video for you guys, and I hope you've enjoyed us being successful. So thanks to my dad, who didn't really know what he was letting himself in for, but we got a job done in the end, and all in good time. So yeah, happy days. I'll see you in another video. I just arrived back home, and as soon as I got in the BMW and drove away, I knew the difference straight away. The car was no longer pulling to the left. I could take my hands off the steering wheel and it wouldn't coast towards the left. When my hands were on the steering wheel, I wasn't battling with the steering because it was pulling to the left. It totally transformed the car, and I know it sounds a bit dramatic, but it has, because I've been battling with that steering wheel ever since I bought this car a couple of months ago. But yeah, for £100, for the sake of £100, and you know, replacing both arms, although one was worse than the other, it is, yeah, driving this car is nice and straight. Literally, it's just amazing to have a car go in a straight line. So yeah, it's transformed the car. I'm well happy.